YAVAPI, Yankee, Bravo Zero, Juliet Zulu Serra. Back to you, over.
Hey, okay, I appreciate the call.
On shoulder. We do have one lane affected by quite a bit of debris.
Sure, but I know you're talking to me. I know I'm talking to you.
With us, and I'll get back to you on that.
It's hard to count right now, but the weather over here in the United States has been a
single vehicle.
beautiful day. A little windy, but it's wintertime over in the United States. Out here over in Indonesia.
Battalion 9, just advising, we have a Pacific Street. Do you want us to just continue a single ambulance or pull an engine from a different jurisdiction?
Yeah, okay, Roger, yeah, do it, Danny.
Yeah, we have an ambulance that's closed.
India, Charlie Kilo Yankee. Yeah, temperature in Jakarta for this
We have
moment is
750 out of what number?
28 centigrade. Little bit
Yeah, let's go ahead and just call an ambulance, please.
And then the local time is 10:37 in the morning. Okay, I put our GSO in here with the phone, so please confirm our GSO. Okay, Danny, best 73 for you and your family. Have a nice day, have a nice weekend, good luck, and bye-bye. November X-ray 5 Echo, November X-ray 5 Echo. Do you copy? Hotel Stella 0 Zulu Romeo Alpha. Your turn.
Hey, Roger.
Oh yes, it's been ATO for a possible DUI driver in the area of Navajo and Florentine. Navajo and Florentine. RP reports a gray Nissan Rogue that ran through a stop sign at Roberts and Florentine at a very low rate of speed. The 28 of the vehicle is 8 George Adams, 8-1 Charles, comes back suspended to a 2022 Nissan Rogue with an address out of Mesa. RP reports the vehicle just pulled into a driveway on Navajo. It's going to be about 3 houses down from 3487 Navajo Drive. End of ATL 2038.
Hotel Sierra Zero. Hotel Sierra Zero Zulu Radio Alpha. Do you copy me? Yankee Bravo Zero Juliet Zulu Sierra. Okay, Rudolph.
Battalion 9.
How are you? Hotel Sierra Zero Zulu
Yeah, I tried to
Radio
pick up
Alpha.
radio traffic.
Yankee
Sometimes
Bravo
without portables once we
Juliet
get
Zulu
out.
Sierra.
Is there anything I can help you with while she's triaging?
That's negative, sir.
Person VP, you arrive finance. In very good condition, Yankee Bravo Zero Juliet Zulu Sierra. We are the same time. We are at the same time. Indonesia, 10 and 9 in the morning. W is 30 degrees. And today is a little bit cloudy, but no raining. Outside, you arrive fine 9 in very good condition. With pleasure to meet the new station again. Of course, I will not my security. I hope everything's fine on your side. I see your station. Oh, mini radio. Anyway, with pleasure to listen to your station. I will be glad for your city. This is also 7 Zulu Zulu Romeo Alpha. Yankee Bravo Zulu Juliet Zulu Sierra. Okay, Rudolph, this is my activity. You see, I have been to Katahid during the World Jamboree. Okay, nice to be again in this band. Yeah, don't hesitate if you heard my voice in Egypt, just for me. Okay, Rudolph, best 73 for you and your family, and Sawadee. Thank you, Dicky. 7-3 to you. I will land you on my jersey, and with pleasure to listen to you again on frequency. See you later. Have a nice day and good DX. Okay, good DX also. Please to be continued with the messages. I was standing by. monitoring. Okay,
Stand by,
good luck.
7, go ahead.
When they can be to
Yeah, this looks like all the lights are on the third floor. But not all the way
Kilo 8, Whiskey, Gola Papa.
243, code 20.
Kilo 8, Whiskey, Gola Papa. Do you
support
copy?
for me, admin at 103.
Or are you Randolph? Nice to see you again. Okay, Randolph.
Alarm copy.
Kilo 8, Whiskey, Gola Papa. Yankee, Bravo, Zero, Juliet, Suicide.
She's fairly involved with this building and that there shouldn't be any construction or anything going on right now.
10-4.
YB0 JVS. Hello to you.
225.
Yeah, I was just trying to get my hotspot connected. It wasn't connecting. My Wi-Fi, I don't know why. I tried keying into the front just a couple of times. I believe it's working now. I heard you that time. Doing pretty good here for almost 11 o'clock at night, almost 11 p.m. I'm just turning on the radio, gonna play some radio. Alright, we will send it back to you. YB0 JVS from K8WGP.
Okay, Randy, nice copy. Nice to see you again in this band, in this DMR. Okay, just say hello to you and hope to see you again in the next future. Best regards to your wife, your family in States. No, almost 11 o'clock. In your side.
Stand 150.
In Jakarta, local time is 10:42 a.m. No, it's raining.
I've been looking around for
28 centigrade. Okay. Base
One for that
73 for you
subject
and your
vehicle,
family.
and I
Good luck
cannot find
and
one.
have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Go ahead.
225, I'm on the phone with Jason who let us in on Wednesday this week. said that he left the lights on today.
Problem station. Well, I know it's working good now. It's connected this time. I've put you in the logbook. Yeah, it's almost, it's 11 p.m. It's almost like daytime for me. I'm doing
sorry about that. We got a
tonight, so
bunch
I
of
have to
interview
go
now,
to
so
work
the
at 1:30.
first three will go
I'm picking up and getting ready and going to work for a few hours. I put you in the logbook and we'll determine that 2 hours due. Thanks for calling the station and checking on it. YB0 JVS 7-3, God bless from KWGP and out the listeners here on 91.
Whiskey 3 Lima Echo Lima, do you copy? Hotel Sierra 0 Zulu Romeo Alpha.
Copy 97.3.
Yankee Bravo 0 Juliet Zulu Sierra, this is 93 Kilo Tango calling you. Okay, terima kasih. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for your call. 953 Kilo Mexico Tango, Yankee Bravo 0 Juliet Zulu Sierra. Okay, bro, nice to see you. Your report is 5/9, loud and clear, coming to Jakarta, my kid. Back to you. 953 Kilo Mexico Tokyo, Yankee Bravo 0 Juliet Zulu Sierra. Over. Yankee Bravo 0 Juliet Zulu Sierra, this is 953 Kilo my Tango returning. Assalamualaikum, good morning Pak. Audio report 59 very clear. Nice to see you on the air. Pak, kita dari West Malaysia nih Pak, di Johor. Exactly, kita terima baik Bapak di sana. Gimana Pak? Ada terasa kah tuh gempanya 2-3 hari lepas tuh di Jakarta tuh? Back to you, Bravo Zero, Juliet Zulu Sierra, this is my whiskey 3 Kilo Mike Tango, Pak.
Ya, ya Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh ya. 9 whiskey 3 Kilo Mexico Tango di George, Yankee Bravo Zero, Juliet Zulu Sierra kembali ya. Everything already okay, tapi sekarang sedang musim hujan, jadi kadang-kadang suka ada banjir lokal. Begitu, ya senang bisa jumpa Anda. Ya mungkin lain waktu kita bisa berkomunikasi lebih panjang. Ya saya masukkan ya our TSO and TSO.com, so please give me the golden star from West Malaysia. Ya, kembali ke Anda. 9 Whiskey 3 Kilo Mexico Tokyo Yankee Bravo Zero Juliet Zulu Sierra ganti.
Geser Pak, Yankee Bravo Zero Juliet Zulu Sierra, this is my whiskey 3 Kilo Mike Tango listening, right now Pak. Alhamdulillah, gembira terkenal. Happy to hear. Nice.
Yeah, 9 Whiskey 3 Kilo Mexico Tokyo Yankee
Those
Bravo
pedals
Zero,
are pretty
Juliet Zulu
expensive
Sierra
too.
ganti. Oke, ya. Terima kasih doanya. Amin ya robbal alamin ya.
The
Oke,
stupid thing
best
about this
wishes
one is you
also
can't even
for
use
you
it
and
without
your
a pedal for
family.
TIG.
And have a nice weekend. Yeah, don't hesitate to hear my voice in
I got it to do a little bit of welding, but it keeps
Tango
tripping my breaker.
Golf 91 or in the other
And
band, just call me. Okay.
I haven't done the math
Salam
yet,
sejahtera.
but
Salam.
I can't turn it up
Oke.
past 80
Sampai
amps
jumpa.
or
Whiskey
it trips my
9
60
Whiskey
amp
3
breaker.
Kilo Mexico Tokyo Yankee Bravo Zero Juliet Zulu Sierra. Bye bye.
What's going on? I just burnt my finger. You got home, I just burnt my finger. Because I'm dumb. I think everybody that's ever welded before has burnt their finger, right? Yeah. So, it might be a pedal issue because it's funky. Like it just like when it works, it stays working. But you have to push the pedal a bunch of times.
How are you?
And
yeah,
yeah, I haven't got that far with it.
Hanshaw Street.
What's a bummer
9-year-old female patient
is
contemplating
the other pedal that I had for the other welder is like it looks like an electrical cord, so it doesn't fit this one. My other pedal has a contactor in it, so it's this big, huge metal box, and I think it has 2 switches on it. But this thing, you can't use it without the pedal. Like it just because the other one you could just bypass the pedal. They had a switch on the front. When you wanted to use the pedal, you put the switch on, and then the pedal would control it. But I did get it to do some aluminum, and it was looking really good. And then all of a sudden it popped the breaker, and then it popped the breaker again. And I'm trying to think, how many amps do you think a welder would pull at 240 volts if you're doing about 100 amps? Like, Is that enough to pop a 60 amp breaker?
Kilo tu Alpha 4 kilo. This is 93 kilo. My kilo returning.
Yeah, but it's not real long, you know. But and I'm like going, I wonder if this breaker is bad. I've never had a problem with it before, but when the breaker's tripping, it doesn't look like it's tripping. Have you dealt with that before? You know, you can look at the breaker. It moves, but you can't tell that it moves. Okay. And so you go slide it to the off position and then back on. It's good. But when it trips, it's a 60 amp breaker. When it trips, it doesn't look like it's tripped. So I had to turn the welder down to 80. I had to turn it down to 80 amps, and then it worked.
Not maintaining lane or speed, costing
I don't know. It's never tripped before, but then I saw it do that, and I thought that was weird. So I don't have any other 60 amp breakers. I got a 50, I think, that I could take from a different spot on that panel. I think those are, I don't know what that panel is. Those are GE breakers. But I don't have any doubles.
Anyway, it's nice.
The other welder never trips it, and the Chinese ones never trip it. But what can do it on some of these is inrush. But I noticed I moved the TIG torch closer to the metal to get it hotter. That's when I popped the breaker. So it's drawing too much power. But it's possible something else is. I just don't know. But yeah, I don't know if you got the video I sent. It just you push the. It shuts down the camera. That was the second one I learned. You have to keep the camera back a ways from it, where the high frequency shuts down the camera. Because there's actually another video where you can see the picture is of that thing arcing, and then it just stands still, and you can hear me talking, but the picture's not changing. So and I couldn't get my camera to restart on my phone for a minute. And then I realized, oh yeah, that's the HF. Yeah, that's the high frequency. That's normal. That actually is normal. That's why those high frequency plasma cutters can't be used in the CNC plasma table, because they make so much high frequency that you get into the computer that controls the CNC machine, and it shuts it down. That's why you got to get one like that orange one that I bought. That's what they call a blowback arc, non-HF, and it uses a spring and compressed air that moves the electrode back and forth, and that's what creates the arc. And those ones, that's what they have to use for all of them. So back when they invented the first plasma cutters, they were all high frequency like you use for a TIG torch. And they couldn't use them with computers. They just wiped them out. So I feel like I got sand in my eyes. I hope this shitty ass Chinese welding helmet didn't screw with me, because it feels like I got sand in my eyes right now. Fucking bullshit. You know that feeling, don't you?
We do have.
It was $23 on Amazon Prime sale, and I noticed a couple of times I was like, this thing's a little slow to react. You know what I mean? But I usually use a Lincoln fixed shade. That's what I usually use. But I can feel my eye feels a little funky. That's just what I need. So I think with a little fiddling that this welder should be fine. So we'll just have to see what happens with it. It's too late for me. It's too late for me to be out there fiddling around with it. You know, it's dark out. I did. Well, I thought, yeah, I was like,
mungkin jumpa lagi.
Well, I was wondering if there was dust, you know, getting in between those contact points. That one doesn't look adjustable. I'm gonna have to look it up. But so on the other ones, sometimes when the arc doesn't want to start inside the machine, there's that little thing is a set of points and it arcs inside the machine. And you can actually hear it. It sounds like air. That is your high frequency arc. And on the old machines, you had to adjust them every once in a while, and you actually had to clean them too. And they had, in the machine, there was actually a gapping tool. And you loosen these little set screws, and you put this tool in between these two contacts, and then pushed them together and tightened them back up. And that was how you did it. So that's how my other one was, but this doesn't look like you can do that. That could be... Well, I don't know. I haven't done any research on this welder. I know nothing about it. So the old ones I know quite a bit about. Well, yeah, no. Yeah, if it didn't do anything. There's pretty minimal amount of electronics in it, but that main board, if something goes bad on that, boy, you're screwed. And that one guy, I said, how are you gonna sell a welder with no cord? And he got pissed off. He sent me a message. He said, "Oh, so I tell you what, you know what? I need to bring it to your house and give it to you for free. And I need your Zelle account because I'm gonna give you some money so you can buy a cord." Because he fucking said he recycled the fucking cord like a tweaker. Yeah, so he was mad. Because I said, who in the hell wants to buy your $200 welder with no cord that you recycled, that you got rid of because you couldn't fix it? And I didn't say that in the first message, but I said that in the second one. I was like, I said, nobody's asking for anything for free over here. I said, $200 for the welder broken with the cord might have been reasonable, but without a cord, it's not reasonable because the cord costs $300. And he did. He reduced the price to $100. I saw that too. Because I pissed him off. It's because I pissed him off. But anyway. Yeah, you should. Yeah. Because he. Yeah, maybe. He blocked me because he got.
Yankee Bravo Zero Juliet Zulu Zero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yankee Bravo Zero Juliet Zulu Sierra Victor Kilo 2 Alpha Kilo Go.
I'm not real good at that. Anyway, yeah. He blocked me. He got pissed. He's like, yeah, I'm going to take it to your house. I just need your address and your Zelle account so I can pay you for the cord. And it's like, he's asking for it for free. He just got mad. I mean, I was a little rude with him. I was like, seriously, you want to keep the cord on a broken welder that, you know, I mean, how am I supposed to fix it without the cord? So now I got to go spend $300 on a cord. And that cord, it goes way up inside the fucking welder, and it's not like the old ones where you can like just take it off of a terminal block. It wasn't really meant to be removed.
It's 2:59 in the afternoon. Well, make it 3 in the afternoon, close enough. It's raining in morning. Sedang hujan pak.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't. When I went down to Vern Lewis and asked him about a 10-foot cord like that, and it was like $7 or $8 a foot, something like that.
We would move 91 too long.
And then the actual, like, if you get one Miller, it's probably pretty bad.
Busy channel, so, you know, we let other people have the opportunity.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, I'll pass the mic back to you.
Yeah, those are
Yankee Bravo Zero Zulu.
yeah, sometimes.
Yankee Bravo 0, Juliet Zulu Sierra, Echo to Alpha Kilo. The name here is Ben anyway. Where to, sir? Ya, okay, Ben. Ya, Ben. Terima kasih, Ben. Ya, saya udah open your KNZ.com and I put our KSO and please give me the golden star from PK. Ya, terima kasih. Thanks for the nice KSO. Selamat siang lagi dan hope to see you again. Victor Kilo 2.
Well, yeah, that's for
Alpha
sure.
Florida Kilo. Yankee Bravo 0, Juliet Zulu Sierra. Good luck.
Yep.
Yankee Bravo 0.
And they're like, yeah. Well, I'll do some research on it and see what I can figure out. But yeah, I mean, that would be cool to get that thing for like $50, you know.
In the meantime, you take care. Salam to
And
keluarga.
those guys, that's what they do. They do something stupid like that, and then a bunch of people talk shit to them. I've seen this happen with vehicles all the time, right? Somebody wants like something crazy for a vehicle, and then they get a bunch of people that tell them that they're stupid, and then eventually they just take it and they scrap it at the junkyard because they're like, nobody wants this damn thing because you're not asking a reasonable price, you know. So then they take it to the junkyard and they get $200 for it when they could have got $1,000. You know? Like I forget what it was I saw around here. It was a Ford truck, and the transmission was like out of it, and the guy was like, he wanted $9,000 for it, and it was no bed on it and a bunch of other things, and yeah, he wanted $9,000 for a 2001 or something like that. You know, pretty similar to my truck. With he took the it had dualies. He took the bed off of it, and there was no transmission in it. And he ended up taking it to the junkyard because there was some distinctive thing on the hood, and I saw it at the junkyard, and I knew it was like, that's the same truck. And you know, they don't pay but $200 or $300 for a truck like that at the junkyard, you know. And so it's like I think last time I went down there it was like between $70 and $100 a ton, you know. Yeah, yeah. I seem to remember like 2005 or 6 or 7, somewhere around there. It was absolutely through the roof. And then like everybody became a scrap hauler dude. Because before that, we used to go to people's houses and we would find vehicles and they would actually pay us to take them away. And around 2006, people started saying, no, you're going to pay me to take it away. And so my buddy Nate had bought a tow truck and he was driving around doing that, and I would help him every once in a while, and we would just take him to this. He got his license to do whatever, and we just scrapped them all, literally. And it was like, I don't remember, it was pretty high. It was like $300 a ton or some fucking crazy shit. So we were able to give them like $100 a car, and we got a couple places where they had like 10, 20 cars, you know, and we give them $100 a car, and drive them to the scrap yard one at a time. And then
whiskey 7 kilo Papa Sierra. Whiskey 7 kilo Papa
Right.
Sierra. Do you copy Hotel Sierra 0 Zulu Romeo Alpha?
Well, you need to take them Camaros and Trans Ams and start swapping them around and build a good car. You got like what, 3 or 4 of them? I don't know, what is the 6.2? I've never seen one of those.
Kilo 5 November Oscar Mark 73. This is Hotel Sierra 0 Zulu Romeo Alpha. Alpha to them is Rudolph and QTH Bangkok, Thailand. Kilo 5 November Oscar for Hotel Sierra 0 Zulu Romeo Alpha. Back to you.
Is that the one that... Yeah, the one that basically put him out of business.
Oh, good Sunday morning/afternoon, Rudolph, on Friday evening in
I don't understand that.
Park,
Oh, we
Florida.
got to meet the mission. It's like, well, man, now you got to...
Evening view 01 HS 008 from K510.
yeah.
I don't know, but
It's a weird game that they...
name is Mark.
Yeah.
So Radio Canada, QTH, as I said, Fern Park, Florida, just north of Orlando. We talked to you before. I'll talk to you again.
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
Good day. How are you?
Well, I didn't know that was what replaced it, but yeah.
Thank you, Mark. QSL 100%. You're right, I am. Yeah, also we have QSL already. It's my pleasure to contact your station again. Yeah, nothing special. It's early morning in the Sunday. And cloudy day.
What do they
today.
call it? An LQ6 maybe?
And cloudy.
Wasn't that what it was? The 6 liter was the LQ6?
Around already 30 degrees Charlie on my side. So I prepare myself.
What was the LQ4?
Maybe go walking around.
But there was a
weekend market, like a flea market, have a lot of market in Bangkok. And with a pleasure to listen to your station. I always speak to me in the same time. Anyway, with
yeah, because my friend,
give your microphone back,
my friend Joe had a car like that, the last one that he had, and he got a 6 liter, was an LQ something. He bought it on eBay for $800, shipped to his door, and then he bought a Cadillac 4.8. No, not. There's another Cadillac motor that's smaller than the 4.8, I think. He bought that, and he swapped the heads onto the 6 liter so it would have higher compression. And
Joy,
I don't remember what he ended up putting in. He ended up twin turboing that car with a stick welder. It looked horrible. But it ran 10s.
You and your family, and have a great day. Talk to you later. Hotel Sierra Zulu, Hotel Sierra 0 Zulu Romeo Alpha from Hill 5, Newry, Ontario, 71st.
Okay, Mark QSL. I appreciate this QSL. We love you. The love on my curiosity. And hope to catch you again on frequency. See you later and have a good DX on your side. Have a nice day.
HS0 08, HS008, taking 1 USA.
Take you 1 USA. James 73, how are you, my friend? Back to you.
They're just a pain in the ass with the OptiSpark distributors. Like, you drive through a mud puddle and you're fucked.
We sent QSL cards
I mean,
to each other.
they were that bad.
I got one from you, and I think
I
you
kept
got one from me as well.
I kept replacing them.
Digi
That's why I finally sold my Trans Am. I was like, God damn, for like the 4th fucking time. And it's not like they're easy to change.
Yes, right, right.
You know,
We
a
have
spark
QSL
plug job
already.
on one of those
Thank
cars
you
is like
already
4 hours.
by DJ QSL. It's my pleasure to contact your station again. You're right 59 in very good condition in Bangkok. Actually, it's 11 minutes in the morning, and it's like I say before, it's already 30 degrees. Back to you, James. Kilo Quebec 1 USA for Hotel.
Really? I thought they just check to see and plug in and go, oh, it's fine. No check engine light, you're good to go.
Okay, my friend, QSL. Yeah, it's 41 degrees Fahrenheit here. It's 10:11 p.m.
Okay.
Or
I didn't know they
20:11 p.m. if you go by military time. And I was actually in Thailand back around 2015 when I was in the Marine Corps. I was out there doing exercise Cobra Gold in Pattaya Beach, Thailand. It was a fun time. A lot of good times going on out there in Pattaya Beach, Thailand. So,
yeah, I don't know.
To Thailand as well, and
that's bullshit that they want to do
that.
Have
a good time out there. Back to you from KT1 USA.
Now, did they do here like they used to do in Washington, where you're like, if you get $300 worth of work done to it, that's emissions related, and it doesn't pass like 3 times, then you get a waiver?
Is the mountains in the center is like a white forest. In the south is the beaches and islands.
Here they would do it every year. They would do it every year over there, as long as you just attempted to. And they were like only made you do it once. But I guess they got rid of emissions in Washington State. Can you believe that?
And it's still a cheaper price.
Yeah, they're just like, we're done with it.
For stay, for hotel, you can go in a 4-5 hotel for the price you never imagine in your countries. And the service also pretty good. So it's a nice country to stay or retire. I live here since 5 years and still appreciate all these. Even I know many places already in Thailand. Back to you, James. Kilo Quebec 1, Uniform Sierra Alpha for Hotel Sierra 0 Zulu Romeo Alpha.
Okay, my friend, yes, I looked up your QRZ page and I see that you have a QSL card on there. That's pretty awesome. I've got your QSL card as well. I've got it on my wall. And yeah,
funny.
Thailand.
Oh, that's some shady
was
shit,
great,
but
man, I loved it over there. The food was excellent. It was very economically priced.
That was a long time ago then.
Very good. A very good place to visit and live. And yeah, if I had another place in the world to live besides the USA, I would definitely try to go to Thailand. It was a great place to be. Had a good over there, and it was awesome. HS0ZRA from KQ1 USA.
Yeah, they're both the same pretty much.
So with pleasure to contact you again on frequency. I would like to TG913 for the station 122 QSO because it's still.
There was 1 year I think that had a non-turbo 6
pleasure to have you on my security local. I appreciate if you send me a confirmation because I try to do the 250th anniversary of the United States. So I try to catch many stations from the US for my logbook. With my pleasure, James, and 73, thank you for the QSO, and wish you all the best entry to you and your family, and hope to catch you again. Have a nice day. Give you microphone back for your final. Kilo Quebec 1, Uniform Sierra Alpha. This is Hotel Sierra 0, Zulu Romeo Alpha. Ruler Bangkok, Thailand. Listen for your final.
All right, my friend. Thanks for coming back to me. I appreciate it. And also, I got a folder if you go to my QRZ page. You can see I've got the white lightning car roof on TGIF.
Oh my God.
The number is 360-903. 360-903. And just join the talk group anytime you want. And love to have you over there. And you have a good night and a good day. And I'll talk to you later. Hotel Sierra Zero Romeo Alpha. Kilo Quebec 1, Uniform Sierra Alpha. I'll be clear on 91.
Right. I know.
Can you again the TG?
Gas motor in a diesel truck.
TG, I want to know.
So
36093 something.
When I lived in California in 2015, I lived in Redding, and I bought a 92 F250 two-wheel drive diesel truck. I couldn't believe it. It was like, there's no emissions. It's exempt because it's a dirty diesel. And like it was like $25 to put it in my name. I'm like, this is cheaper than Washington State.
903. Go to my
and I still got the
QRZ page, and you can see all the information on it as well. All right, buddy. Good talk, and look forward to talking to you again. Hotel Sierra Zulu Romeo Alpha. Station 1 listen.
Okay, sure, sir. It's not on my side. See you later. I'll cancel.
Yeah, California, all diesels up into a certain year. When I lived there, it was like, I think the cutoff year was like 95 or 6 or 7. So everybody wanted all the old Power Strokes because they didn't have to go through emissions. And so if you had an IDI or a 6.5, well, when I was living there in 2015, if you had like a 5 or 10-year-old diesel truck, it had emissions. But I just don't. It was like, it was only a few years newer than my truck at the time that was exempt. So I think it was 1997 and newer in 2015. Whatever was probably 20 years old, I think. You know what I mean? 25 years old or something. So in 2015, probably the 25 years from that would be a 95, right? Or something. Anyway. Or not, whatever. But that was what it seemed like they were doing. I think, so everybody was trying to get these older diesel trucks because the newer ones had DEF on them and all the other shit, and they had to go through emissions, you know.
Southern California, San Diego, California.
Yep.
K6 TVB from KQ1 USA. I used to live in Yucca Valley, California, back in 2021.
Most of them didn't have.
Copy over.
Most of them didn't have catalytic converters. Yeah, mine doesn't.
K6 TVB.
Mine doesn't have one. In fact, that white truck doesn't even have a muffler.
KQ1 USA. This is Kilo 6 Bravo.
Yeah, the other truck has. The other truck is not California emission, but somebody took all the exhaust off of a California truck that somebody had custom, and it's got a hollowed out cat, and then it goes into like 5-inch exhaust all the way back.
Roger.
And the other one is it's got no muffler either, and it's not as loud as that truck at an idle, but it's pretty loud. But they actually not that loud without a muffler. I mean, you hear what mine sounds like. It's just got my pipe just dumps out right near the drive line, like probably behind the back door.
Love going out to Joshua Tree National Park and Pioneer Town out in the high desert. And
oh God, no! I mean, yeah, if you did that with like a Mustang or something,
on the south,
one of those Trans Ams
eastern
back
side
there.
of San Diego.
When I had my Trans Am, I had mid-tube headers. They weren't long tube and they weren't shorties, and it had electric cutout. You could fucking feel the ground pounding when you opened that thing.
First of all, there
it was nuts.
And yeah, I'm just.
But it sounded really good with that cam in it. I used to love driving that thing with the cutout open, but the problem was sometimes the electric cutout didn't want to close. And you know, you see cops, you have to close that thing in Washington. You're gonna be deep shit when you hear that thing, because it sounded like a fucking straight up drag car with the fucking thing open, because it had AFR heads, a cam, and like 1.7 roller rockers or some shit in it. And the guy I got it from put all that stuff on it, and after I sold it, the kid, every single fucking roller rocker let go somehow. And there was aluminum and bullshit in the motor. And I told him, I was like, you gotta tear it apart, and you can't just, you know, one of the there's like some kind of bearings in the roller rockers or something. They all like seized up. Yeah, they all seized up or some shit. And there was like aluminum shavings, and it was fucking ticking and making all kinds of fucking noise. And he pulled the.
And you had to drive through slabs so you could get out to the gun range to go out and do live fire.
Right, and so there was like shavings inside the valve covers, and he's like, "I'm just gonna fucking flush it out and send it." Well, and then he had a fucking rod knock after it got done, and then the car sat forever and. I don't remember how many years ago, but it was years later I got a message from this guy, hey, you want to buy your old car back? And it was like, I guess he had replaced the motor or something, and the security system wouldn't let him start the car. But it was all the way in Oregon. And I'm like, I'm not going to Oregon to buy it, but, you know, if you want to bring it here, I will. Because he didn't want much for it. He only wanted $500.
Mojave area.
I sold that car for like $5,000 or something because of the AFR heads and all that.
The low desert,
yeah, he only wanted $500 for it. I was tempted, but I'm like, fuck, how am I going to get that thing over here? AAA isn't going to tow it that far.
In between Joshua Tree and Salton Sea, there's a lot of BLM out there.
A what?
We like to watch all the airplanes kind of in the military.
Well, I thought about it. I was like, okay, let me see. I even looked it up. I'm like, I forget where he was at in Oregon. I was like, I looked to see if I could rent a car hauler over there, you know? And because sometimes when you rent a car hauler, it depends on where you're going to. And you get if you rent like a car hauler from Arizona to like Seattle, it'd be cheap. But if you rent it from Seattle to Arizona, it will be twice as much. And that's because they need more of them in Seattle because people are moving out of there, or whatever the reason might be.
Yep. Been down that way a couple of times myself, but most of my military duties took me up to.
Yeah, I kind of looked into that, but when I moved out of Washington, I rented a car hauler to go from Washington to Oregon, and it was like $80. And a year later, I wanted to move back. It was $300 for me to rent that same fucking thing to go from Oregon to back to the same spot in Washington.
Anyway,
like, that's crazy.
And I'll let you go. K6 AVV from K6.
So when I picked up the red truck in Las Vegas, I drove down there with my Subaru, and I rented, it was $224, I rented a car hauler.
You have a great evening, and thank you
at the U-Haul in Las Vegas. And I was going to drop it here in Prescott, and that was how much it was going to be. They wouldn't rent it to me because that red truck, when I first bought it, all the wiring was messed up. And so we plugged in everything to the trailer, and none of the lights worked right. So I actually ended up talking the kid into giving me $500 for the Subaru because it was a 2000 Legacy, with a second motor in it, and it was starting to smoke, and it had like 220,000 miles on it, and hidden body damage under Bondo that kept cracking. So I was just like, look, I don't want to come back here to come get the car. I know you don't really want it, but you don't even have a vehicle, and this is a reliable car. It just smokes a little bit. And so I was like, just take $500 off the price of the truck, and now you have yourself a Subaru that you can drive around until it blows up. And he was like, all right, well, I guess you got a point. So Junior was about, God, he must have been like 9 months old or something. And we just took everything. I put everything in his car seat into the red truck, grinding every fucking gear because all the synchros were bad in the transmission. No tail lights, no turn signals, no brake lights, and just headlights. And drove it all the way from Las Vegas to here. And then 3 days later took it to the transmission shop. But that was quite the adventure.
KR7HIU, W7OH, Dan here.
This is KR7HIU, your signal is clear. How about my signal?
Alright, bud, have a good night.
Very good signal.
I'm gonna go try and get this thing packed up.
Any trouble at all.
Copy. Can I ask your...
What's your bit?
You broke up there, but I think you asked location. I'm in Seattle. That's where the repeater we're talking about.
I'm in Seattle. It's the box line net.
Copy. Can I
copy.
ask your call sign again, please?
What's your call sign? What's your call?
Whiskey 7 Oscar Hotel uniform. Is it copyright?
There's no uniform. Simply Whiskey 7 Oscar Hotel.
Copy. Whiskey 7 Oscar Hotel. Thank you for checking my signal and catch my QSO sent 73.
73. Have a good day. W7OH.
Kilo Bravo 7 Echo Alpha Lima. Seven Echo Alpha Lima, K8WGP. Kilo Bravo 7 Echo Alpha Lima to last station. Didn't catch your call sign. If you could repeat that, come now, please. KD7EAL. His name is Jeff. The name here is Randy. K8WGP. Kilo 8 Whiskey Golf Papa. Please start one for choice before. Dr. Channel, how's everything going on here? And I don't remember where you're from. Utah. Yes, Jeff in Utah. How's everything going on your end? Here in Michigan, we're cold, frozen, and a little bit more frozen. Definitely ready for spring. I'll check the temp on the next go around, but I know we're 10 degrees or cold or something like that. Well, yeah, here in Michigan, this is old school. 9 months of winter and 3 months of summer. At least that's how it feels this year. Hi, Jeff, back to you. KB7EAL from K8WGP. K8WGP. Hey, Randy, good to connect with you again. I think we were on earlier in the week, and very informative QSO. In fact, I went ahead and bought an Anytone 168 based on your recommendation. So it should be arriving here in Salt Lake City sometime this week. So I appreciate that very much. Back to you, my friend. All right, very good. Yes, I remember. I brag about Anytones quite a bit, but I think I remember that conversation. You turned around, you went and bought one. Well, that's awesome. I don't remember the whole story. Was that your first Anytone, or you had an 878 together? I think you're going to be your first Anytone. Yeah, this is my second one. I bought the original. I get their numbers mixed up. I keep going 878 and 868. I think they're 878s, right? I put the original one when it was getting discontinued. Mine ran me for almost 5 years, over 4 years, and they're tough. Very easily. I dropped them a couple times. Anytime I'm not suggesting you do it, but on the flip side of your hair, you drop them, man. That thing will take a few tumbles for sure. I don't know. I dropped mine a few hundred times. But yeah, I had the first model, bought it when it got discontinued, loved it, and now I got this one here for Christmas. From my wife and my mother-in-law. They got it for me. It was a Christmas gift. Yeah, the Anytone 168, awesome little radio, and they're small, they're right in your pocket. And I think I'm getting ready to drop it. I'll send it back to you. KB7EAL KWGP. K8WGP, Randy, thank you for that. That's a big reason why I got that particular radio, but primarily based off your suggestion, and you come through loud and clear. So, yeah, I'm talking to you on a Valfang DM32UV, which It's okay, but yeah, the Anytone seems to be head and shoulders above it. So we'll see. I'm really looking forward to the radio. So yeah, and apologize for the cold weather. I'm very familiar with your neck of the woods. I've got family in Troy and Bluefield Hills, and I'm there quite frequently. So yeah, I know all about cold. I'll be at here in Salt Lake City. We were at 60 degrees today, clear blue skies, and sun was shining. It's back to you. You can share some of that 60. I know it's a low number, but you can share some of that 60. Yeah, I just checked. We're currently sitting at 4 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's in Celsius, that's very cold, my eye. Yeah, no, the Anytone. I've got a Baofeng 1801 sitting on the shelf. I've got a GD77 sitting on the shelf. Baofeng 1801 I just bought recently. It works good radio. I don't think all the other radios are written like the Anytone software. And if they are, and if there's any listeners listening that want to help me out with it, anyway, point of the story. With the Anytones, you can do much more, like you're supposed to be able to, with, we'll say with simplicity. Like, some of the Baofengs, the way they're programmed, mine setup is channelized, where with the Anytones, you can run it differently. Let me reset real quick. Like the way I've got my Anytone set up, I've got it set up so I can dial into my hotspot. But what the kind of story I'm getting at is like with a Baofeng, unless somebody can tell me different, you have to have every talk group pre-programmed, like channels. Looking on this radio, I've got my digital contact my talk group list of the most used talk groups I go to. But right now, if you were to give me a talk group number I've never been to, it's very easy to get to it and to stay in it. When you manual dial a talk group, you can make the radio stay with that talk group so it doesn't revert and have to drop out. So it's very easy to on the fly with the front of the radio, just while you're out or if someone were to give you a talk group number, no problem. You can switch right over to it and you'd be in that talk group. Where with the Baofeng, you got to go through reprogramming and all that. So, yeah, I think the Anytones, not only do they sound good, operate good, I think they're easier as far as the functionality to operate. Yeah, this radio, I can push any talk group anytime, whether it's programmed or not, and that's one of the things I like. So, all right, we'll turn it back to you for one more. We won't hold it too long. KB70AL, KWGP. K8WGT, copy that, Randy. I appreciate the in-depth analysis. Yeah, I'm super excited. I have to depend on my 16-year-old son to program a Baofeng for me. And I got a Yaesu FP5D that I crosswalked on the hotspot YSF to DMR. But that's a little bit cumbersome sometimes. So that one's hit and miss, but yeah, super excited about the Anytone and really appreciate the advice. So I know it's late in your neck of the woods. I won't keep you any longer, but appreciate you responding to me. Really great to talk to you again, and yeah, I'll circle back with you once the radio arrives. So K8WGT, this is the KB78. No, very good, Jeff. Yeah, I frequent this group quite a bit. I go to others, but yeah, I've always been a fan of 91 for the years I've been on DMR. I'm a fan of the talk group. You meet so many different people from everywhere. But yeah, you'll like that anytime. It's really awesome radio. I like my GD77. I can't seem to get it programmed yet. Not understanding it. Last summer I had it programmed, but I can't get it programmed. That's a classic radio. I've got a balcony 1801, but yeah, this is my favorite for sure, absolutely. Alright, Jeff, I put you in the log book just to get another one of them gold stars. We'll catch you later down the log. I'll be around. 7-3, God bless. And, let me know, you'll like that radio. Very easy to program, too. KB7, EAL, 7-3, God bless, JWGC, and I'll be listening here on 91.
WGP. Thanks, Randy, again. Appreciate it. Send me through to you, and take care until we talk again. So this is Kilo Bravo 7, Echo Alpha Lima calling it a night, and I will be clear.
7 Echo Alpha Lima, Kilo Bravo 7 Alpha Echo Alpha Lima. Zulu Sierra 6 Radio Alpha Yankee. Ray. Won't you just wake up, Ray? Good, well, I suppose I could say good morning or good afternoon. I think it's Peter. I must get the screen going up there. There we go. Get the screen going now. Captain Pete. Yeah, just walked in here a little while ago. KA2. Uniform Oscar Zulu. ZS6RAY. Indeed, Ray. Yeah, just heard you in there. Excuse me. I said, wait a minute. Because I remember we spoke earlier today, and I said, wait a minute. Ray must have just gotten up here and fired up the radio there. But good to hear you, Ray. I think you were reaching out to somebody, so anyway, I just wanted to say hello again there, Ray. I'm not sure if that station's due, but I'll let you reach out to them. In any event, I'll be here, I'll be there, I'll be everywhere. This is Theo at the Cruise, Uniform Oscar Zulu. Yeah, I forgot we spoke earlier. For me yesterday. Remember, we're from the future. So there you go. Yeah, I was just going to give Jeff a call at Kilo Bravo 7 EAL. But it looks like he left the building. No problem. I think I really was saying I was going to get a new anytime radio. So anyway, yeah, I'm still in the wake-up process. The cat's talking to me at the window, obviously seeing a bird outside that looks rather yummy, but not allowed to go and eat it, so. 73 up here, like Kilo Alpha 2, Uniform Oscar Zulu ZS6RAY. Bye. Hey, QSL Ray. QSL 73 and this is KA2UOZ. I'll be listening here.
PC1 WGH in New England, USA, looking for an international contact. If you're out there, call me back.
For an international, okay, what was that? KC1, Whiskey Golf Hotel, I think it was, Zulu Sierra 6, Radio Alpha Yankee.
Kilo Mike 6, Mike Tango Victor calling Kilo Charlie 1, Whiskey Golf Hotel. Sierra 6. I forget R. Alpha Yankee. 3C1 WGH.
Michael, having a look at your QRZ page, it looks like you brand new here. Well, maybe not brand new on radio, but brand new to QRZ. We don't see anything in your logbook. There's no entries. It's about time you put some entries in there, mate. Anyway, nice to hear you from where? I can't, Vermont, I think, eh? Yeah. That was probably a pretty difficult state to get someone to speak to sometime. But I've heard a couple since then. But anyway, you're sounding good down here in deepest part of Africa, Michael. KC1, Whiskey Golf Hotel, ZS6RA1.
ZS6 RAY. Nice to hear you over the radio. You are right. I am new to DMR. I've had an ID for a little while, but I just soldered together a hotspot and got everything programmed tonight. It's about midnight where I am, but yeah, I don't really the analog radio thing in the U.S. at least. I don't know how what it's like where you are, but I keep my contacts in a paper notebook and I write them down with a pen. So the website contacts and logs and stuff is a little bit new to me, but I'll get used to it. You know, you push the button and you start talking and hope somebody talks back. Nice to meet your acquaintance. So.
Cool. No, very good. And welcome to DMR. Yeah, the thing with DMR, everybody wants you to confirm my QRZ. You know, otherwise sometimes they'll see you come up, they'll see your call sign, click on it, and if they see you don't have a logbook, they don't even bother to call you. So that's the problem. And of course, everybody wants the little banners up on their QRZ page, all 50 states, or the current one that's out there now is the 250 contacts during this year for the anniversary. So, yeah, you'll be getting a lot more calls. Well, not only because you're in Vermont, because that's a pretty unpopulated ham radio state anyway on DMR. And probably going to want you to confirm, so I'd get that going, mate. Forget about the paper. Just point and click, and it's all done for you. So there you go. All right, Michael, enjoy. I'm going to log you in QRZ. Any more than necessary.
This is Kilo 7 Whiskey Foxtrot Bravo, testing.
A7WFB, KI7RMU, sound great, Bill. Nice, click Bill.
Check.
X2CW, clear with monitoring and listening, waiting for next.
QFE, the Puget Sound Repeater Group, 9 o'clock net, will begin in 2 minutes. From Capitol Hill, Seattle, this is WW7PSR. Please stand by for the net.
Whiskey Yankee 3 Lima. Whiskey Yankee 3 Lima. Kilo 8 Whiskey Golf Papa Column.
Yeah, Whiskey Yankee 3 Lima. Really is Chris.
1 minute to net.
WY3, hello Chris. This is Randy and the call sign is K8WGP. I don't think we've ever spoke before. So you had a very well good girl, so kind of wave your hand and say hello. Let's see, you're in Pennsylvania. I'm in Michigan, so probably not too much of a difference on the temperature. We're out about 4 degrees, and none of the snow's gone anywhere. Still got at least a foot and a half of snow on the ground everywhere. How's it going in Pennsylvania? I'll send it back to you for one. WY3 out KWGP.
Yeah, okay, Randy. Yeah, it's definitely cold here. I'm in King Philip, PA, in the northeast area, and it is definitely cold. The temperature's got to be pushing 0 somewhere. I haven't seen it lately, but it's
Good evening. It's time for the 9 p.m. PSRT social net for Saturday, February 7th. I'm Bill, K7WFD. This is a directed social net that happens on the WW7 PSR 2-meter repeater, which is located on Capitol Hill in Seattle and operated by the Puget Sound Repeater Group. The repeater operates at a frequency of 146.96 with a negative offset and a PL tone of 103.5. All licensed hands and new licensees just getting started are welcome to join. If you have third-party traffic, we'd like to hear from them too. We encourage you to press that button, tell us a little bit about yourself, your radio project, or just about anything else. As always, please limit your reports to 3 minutes so that we can get as many figures in as possible. This is also when the repeater times out. When you're finished with your report, please end with your call sign. That'll keep the FCC happy. We'll be compiling a list of stations that would like to check in, and then we'll ask for your report. If you'd like to check in only, just let us know you'll be in and out, also known as an I.O. Again, this is Bill, K7WFD. Let's get the net started. Please come ahead now with your call sign and name.
Kilo Alpha 9, Echo Hotel Victor, KA9EHBM.
Whiskey 7 Oscar Hotel, Dan.
And so, yeah, I'm not using
KX2CW, my wonderful friend Bill.
And my wonderful friend Joan, you're number 2. Who's next?
Lima Sierra, Whiskey 3 Lima Sierra, Mary.
Mary, we've got you as number 3. Who's next?
Kilo Echo Romeo Alpha X-ray Peter I.O. from Santa Cruz. And also you had somebody after Ann that you missed.
Thank you so much, Peter. I'll log your I.O. And you were doubling with someone. Let me take that double first. Come ahead, doubler. Whiskey 7 Oscar Hotel, Dan. Dan, thank you so much. And then following up on Peter's thought, was there someone else who was in there back around the beginning after Ann or maybe in parallel with Jones? Come ahead.
It was Dan, yes, CCW.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, Dan, so we'll continue and let's have another check-in. Call sign and name.
Alpha Golf 7 Lima Romeo. Cody with an IO.
Cody, thank you for your IO. Who's next?
Alpha Bravo 6, Mike Bravo, Jeff.
Jeff, thank you very much. And let's have one more. Call sign and name.
3L, UY3L, KN617.
Alpha Bravo 6, Mike Bravo, Jeff.
I'm sorry, Jeff. I thought I had acknowledged you, but you are on the list, and we're going to take one more. Come ahead, call sign and name.
KB9IQX,
KB9IQX, Amy, we have you closing out this round. Let's go back to the top and talk to Ann, KA9EHD. Come ahead.
Well, good evening to Bill and to the net. This is KA9EHD. So today I'm working on little fun things to do with the intrepid Teresa of Long Watch fame, who has been cast adrift in a little dispatch boat to become the cutie pie of the Imperial Fleet Post Office. And this is all cute and wonderful. She gets off on a space station after having flown way too long, delivers her messages, which she can probably do in her sleep, and wanders down the street to find herself in line for an audition for some commercial. And funny thing, you think of all kinds of funny things that can happen here. For one thing, Teresa ditched all her civilian clothes when she enlisted because she had been living on a sailboat for 2 years and they were in less than ideal shape. So she left them behind in favor of the neat new clothes the Navy issued her. So she has no civilian clothes. She's never bought civilian clothes because she's never had time. And so now she has just won the audition to become the advertising model for this fast fashion clothing company which advertises itself as dynamic clothing for every occasion. And she turns out, for an odd reason, to be the ideal demonstrator of this. And funny things ensue. I'm sorry, but I just laughed myself silly over that particular little scene because this girl is so naive. Nobody's going to mishandle her because of what she is, but nonetheless, oh, well, this is a message. Who's this supposed to go to? Look, we just want you to read what's on the clipper. Oh, read on the clipboard. Okay, well, I can do that, says she. What about that voice? So anyway, that's what I did with my day. Plus a little bit of practice and a little bit of reading of things. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. 73, 33, 88. Thanks, Bill, for running the net. Thanks to all of you for listening to me ramble on. You're all fabulous. This is KA9EHB back to net.
KA9EHB, K7WSB. Well, thank you so much, Ann. That is a more... you talked about your writing, but this is a more detailed examination of sort of a close-up, I guess is what it is, and you're having a lot of fun. I can see why you write, just to let your mind create this kind of fun and it's silly, I don't know. It's just, that's great. The cutie pie of the Imperial Fleet only has those extra cities and doing a commercial. Great stuff. Great stuff. Thank you, Ann. Let's go over to Joe and see what great stuff is happening on Capitol Hill in Seattle. Joe, how are you tonight?
Well, hello, my wonderful friend Bill. That's how I remember your WFD. I mean, I could think of, other things, but one time that just, I remember one time I said Wonder Friend Bill, and then you thought that, maybe I should get a superhero costume. Wonder Friend Bill! And our superpower in amateur radio is that we have the ability to be social in this sort of remote way. We are the first cybernetically mediated social network. Well, I might as well say some technical things that I did today. Well, I had ordered a cassette recorder, a compact cassette. That's the actual name, like compact disc. So we call it cassettes, but they're compact cassettes. That's one of the first cooperative efforts between Sony and Philips. Anyway, and I had remembered, I had one that was dirt simple, just a red button to press record, and you could press the record button and it instantaneously is recording, and I thought I could keep that by my bed so that when I'm hypnagogically, steering out of my dream, I could instantly just press the red button without fiddling with things that make me start to lose my recollection of the dream. And when it died, the build quality of the product was really very good. And it had an absolute tracking problem. It would go water in and out of alignment as it played, and I couldn't see anything wrong inside of it. It was just so disappointing because the product was physically very good build quality, but it had terrible flaws to it. So I'll be returning that tomorrow. But I ordered something entirely different because I was looking one touch recording, one press recording, and I found that for only about $30 or $40, you can buy a very small stereo. The key thing for me is stereo because that adds realism and listenability and stuff, even if you're just talking. And so I ordered one for $33. The thing is, it's Virtue, and they're demonstrating, product demo videos are perfect. Just this little slide switch on the side, you press it into the record, it says 1 moment, and then it comes up recording, just like that. And then you push the switch down, and it goes into, stops recording. And you don't have to do anything else with it. Someone give it a try, and I've talked almost for 3 minutes. WCW on Broadway. All the numbers, really. May Foxy's memory be a blessing. Back to that.
Well, thank you, Joan. We want to hear what you capture.
We decided to move up here first back here.
Recollections, that would be kind of fun.
Yes, that's in the temperature.
It's a particularly nice tree, and it goes away so quickly. It's like you get right back to sleep and get there.
Yeah, Roger, just satellite 10 get to school as well. They're all down on the southern border there.
I'm going to call on Dan.
Queensland's a little bit further up on the east coast. I think like Florida weather, I guess. Around about the same. So we do have a winter time, but it doesn't get that cold back here.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by...
Well, he probably went off somewhere because he figured I was going to go on Mary. So we'll go to Mary, and then we'll come back to Dad. Mary, what are you doing this evening? Go ahead.
You can deal with that. I'll let you go.
Well, good evening to the net. Good evening to you, Bill, W3LS here. Not doing too much.
Yeah, Roger, no worries.
Had a surprise DX contact on 40 meters. I got off of my usual 75 meters.
Not that he's been
Country Cousins net, Northwest Country Cousins. And thought, well, I'll get on 40. There's a few guys in Nevada that usually get on every Saturday. Around about 7204.
Canada, he lives at Niagara.
Give or take QRF. And I couldn't hear them at all. And oh, Lord, the band is dead. And I'm tuning through, and I'm like, oh my God. That sounds like a DX thing. A guy calling TQDX in Chile. I couldn't believe it. I've never worked anything that far away on 40 meters. So that's my ham radio highlight. And other than that, not too much going on today. Ate some chili for dinner. That's why I got to work chili. Anyway, back to net before I time it out. We're getting a little bit of rain. Not enough, but we got a little. And I think we might get more tomorrow. Please bring it on. Back to net. Back to you, Bill, W3LS.
W3LS, K7W.D. Well, that is something chili on 40 meters and chili in the kitchen all on the same day. It couldn't be a coincidence. It's a great mentality. You make chili, good things come around. Thank you, Mary. Now let's try Dan again. W7OH. Dan, you there?
I am indeed. Just listening, playing with the computer. The interesting thing I've been doing tonight, I switched to Nikon mirrorless camera a year ago, and one lens, 28-400, that'll do almost everything you normally want. And I finally ran into my Canon EF 7200 2.8 stabilized. I tried to train it, couldn't find it. But it is under something. I'm going to keep it, got an adapter, it'll handle all electronics and do everything. I also dug into my dirt room into protected, and I had a camera from 40 years ago, Minolta MD series, XD11 and the lenses are not bought. I was stunned when I opened it. I found for $25 in an adapter. They'll be manual focus, manual aperture, but easy to use. And I had several 124, 51, 4, and a 80 to 200, which I won't use. And it had a reflex, that's a beer lens. That's a 500. And I also ran into doublers to connect things to make more power. And I found a second doubler. Well, I just did a test in the living room. Figurine on it. About 20 feet away. And I can go from 400 to my longest lens normally to 500. And the doubler at 1,000. And as the second one came out 2,000. I'm stunned how good the image is. The glass from 40 years ago was pretty darn good. It was an interesting experiment. I don't know if you use it. They're manual focus for silent shutter, so there's no lead move slimer. That's my most interesting experiment. Anyway, there's something else yesterday. And anyway, something showing. Anyway, I'm going to say 73. Everybody have a great evening.
So we can add one more to that. You're at 100% confirmed ratio.
W7OHK7WSD. Well, that's quite a setup.
Anyway, how's everything going there in Ohio? Good, there's some fire out too much different. About 4 degrees frozen.
That's fantastic. And if you can see something good. Yesterday I was speaking with a friend who has some modern, quite modern digital camera. He took it up to Skagit Valley because there's some kind of owls up there right now. I forget which ones they are. On the net nose. But you got such beautiful shots of birds in the air, these owls, some hawks and stuff. And fly with a good photographer with one of these long lenses and a good camera. It's just very good. Thank you, Dan. Let's move on now and chat with our friend in California, Jeff, AB6MD. Jeff, how's it going?
I don't have a whole lot of contacts. I just dabble mostly in local stuff.
It's good to hear everybody out there, literally.
Things like that.
Yes.
I'll have about 4 contact problems.
Yeah, just a bit ago, I rinsed my ears out.
100%.
And I cannot believe how much better I can hear.
Thank you very much, and I'll
but that's just dramatic. So, anyway, so I can hear you all very, very well. But, about not getting too more into it, it just really made a difference. Anyway, here in the Bay Area, it was sunny and about 65 degrees here, a very nice day. And down in Southern California, they're looking at one point having a 90-degree day down there. And it didn't happen, and the weather got cooler real quick. So it's wonderful weather. Meanwhile, just watched soccer today and did some reading and did some chess. And just kept myself busy all day. It was a pretty good day. So don't got much more to add. Looking at Seattle, got some rain, I could tell. And got about 7/10 of an inch up there, according to my weather station report. So it was a pretty good wind, though. That's up at Ticker Station in Seattle. It's down on the Pike Street Market area. So I'm getting right off the sound right there.
KWG.
So anyway, that's all the news. That is the news.
I've been him since last
So
year.
that's it.
So fairly new. Brand new to DMR. He said yesterday.
KWSD. Yeah, well, it sounds like you're doing great down there with the weather. We've had some very good weather out here. I saw that this weekend coming with rain on schedule time. In terms of about.
All right, very good, man. Well, welcome to DMR.
But you guys are in the same course. Rain, and of course, it all happened to tomorrow.
You think still scanning? Oh, you know what?
I have 60,000. Yeah, I do DMR and there's not much local I don't know if taking call. It's nice meeting you.
Well, good evening, Bill. Thank you for doing the net. Good evening to everybody on the net. I noticed that the repeater is starting to flutter a little bit. Hopefully it won't get too bad. Anyway, on the noon net, there was one round where Curtin was like, let's get one more person. And nobody piped up. And same thing happened here. I saw it again as I did on the noon net. I remember Joan, KX2CW. That's like Joe. That's like Jones rule number 137. That when you ask for one more person, you don't get one more person. So anyway, I was like, I'm going to break that pattern. So I'm going to check in now instead of waiting around. Anyway, I've been playing with the kitten. Mr. Snaps is luxuriating and resting on the couch now. He's had a very productive and very busy day. And I was playing around in Chirp, some scan lists and frequencies, and I was trying to program in some public service frequencies for monitoring in this very radio. And true to Yesu fashion, it vexes me because I tried to paste in like 9 frequencies, and about half of them wouldn't go in because this radio does not have the proper tuning step to handle those frequencies. So I'm kind of reaching the end of my rope, to be honest with you. Yesu, I have this document, I have a note file on my phone called Whiskey Tango Foxtrot Yesu, and I have listed a couple of models that I either own or have owned. And for each one, I listed their one particularly fatal bug, infuriating annoyance, and I'm like, wow, Yesu, you have real talent. For each radio, there is something differently annoying to vex the user. So
that would be my humble suggestion. But again,
I think I'm going to say this. I think I'm done with Yesu, Bill. I think I'm done. I'm going to move on to some of the other manufacturers. KB99QX, everybody have a great day. Go Hawks.
Well, thank you, Amy. I sense a tiny bit of frustration there with Yesu. You'll have to let us know sometime if you're going to go down the tube to the rest of us and buy some of these cheap Chinese radios. Or actually, the middle price Chinese radios, which are so darn good. Yeah, I'm lucky. I live high on a hill, and so I get out very well with not much of the radio, and I hear pretty well without much of the radio. So I avoid the frustration.
Okay.
Thanks so much. I was just wondering whether Jack sent me a picture of the whole
it makes troubleshooting contacts a whole bunch easier. Welcome to DMR. I've already registered the QRZ if you confirm, so I appreciate it. And
Anyway, you're listening to 9 p.m. PSRC Social Net. My name is Bill, K7WSC, and we are now going to launch round 2 of the head called by the knee.
Kilo 7 Zulu Romeo Yankee Robert.
Zulu
Romeo Yankee Robert, we've got you top of the list. Who's next?
Kilo 7 Quebec Echo Sierra Justin.
Justin, we've got you down. Who's next?
Kilo Romeo 7 Hotel Indian Uniform Kyle.
Kyle, we've got you down. Who's next?
Alpha Bravo 6, Mike Bravo, Jeff, recheck.
Jeff coming back for another dip. Who's next?
Good morning. It's Rick. Nice and cold here in Ohio.
Let's go up and talk to KK7ZRY. Robert, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Today was a project day, and I will describe the 3 projects in order of descending satisfaction. The first project was radio adjacent. I was making a little desk stand for my HT. I'll call it the beta version. I think it's functional, but it needs to be tweaked a little bit the next time I make it. Second was trying to tweak my little tape measure Yagi to perform at all well, and I'm just not well enough versed in the intersection of electronics and the physical manifestations of an antenna to get the thing to work very well. So that was less satisfactory. And then the least satisfactory project. Before I left on vacation, I made up a long RF feed line with some PNC connectors on the end of it, and I can't remember why. I looked at this thing, I had a reason for doing it, I had a project in mind, and I cannot remember what the heck it was intended for. So maybe I'll sleep on it, and maybe it'll come to me in my dreams. Thanks for running the net, Bill. 7-3 everyone. KK7ZRY.
KK7ZRY, K7WSC. Well, you got a laugh out of me, Robert. You remember what you were going to do with it. I do stuff like that all the time, but I think I'm a lot older than you. So you're it'll come back to you. It'll come back. And if not, you'll find another use for it. Very good, Robert. Thank you. Let's move over to a fast-thinking fellow who remembers everything I do first. Close to stay with his daughters pretty well, and that's KK7
You have to repeat it in order to get an additional 15 minutes. Unfortunately, that's how most of those...
Well, hey, Bill, this is Justin, KK7QES, but I'd let the repeater say hello there, too. Thanks for running the net. And 7-3, I don't know if I'm fast thinking. I hope always thinking. My mind doesn't tend to stop moving very often. So, anyway, I hope you're well on this soggy before an exciting tomorrow. So, and same goes for everyone else out there. I wanted to, I was cracking up during Amy's report about her Whiskey Tango Foxtrot Yazoo list. I have a very similar list of grievances. And it's funny because almost every radio, with the exception of my VHF rig here in the radio shed, is a Yankee radio. And all of them, just as Amy described, have a unique bug that is only specific to that Yankee radio. But it's enough to drag you up the wall. I guess the one shared one, I wanted to let folks know, because they're fairly popular rigs. The Yazoo FDM series of mobile radios, the thing that drives me nuts about them is that for the longest time, they still don't really have memory banks, but all of the Yazoo HTs do have memory banks, like you. And anyway, they released a firmware update. And I think we'll work on like anything after the FPM 300. It's called the memory group function, I think. And so they give you like one bank, basically. And then in combination with the 5 favorites group or whatever it is, you can kind of give yourself some answers. But anyway, enough about Yaesu, because I do enjoy talking on the radios. But today was kind of, we sort of hunkered down for the most part, because it just felt like a day to stay inside. And we watched a lot of Olympic coverage that was super fun. The Winter Olympics are my favorite sporting event in the entire world. And I'm just glad that my girls are kind of catching the Olympic spirit again. They're really into watching it with me, which is fun. And then this evening I did some kind of last minute shopping for Super Bowl snacky items and some cocktails I'm making for a party over at a friend's place tomorrow. So should be good. That's all I got. Go Hawks. Back to that. KK7.
KK7 QES, K7 WSD. Well, thank you for sharing your Yaesu woes and your Olympic interest. Yeah, I was watching the Olympics just before we got on and watched, some men's luge. That's kind of wild. And, some figure skating. Well, I figure that figure skate dancing, what do they call it? Figure dancing? It's kind of slow. The thing, I talk about slow, though, the thing I enjoyed the most is curling. I read an article about curling in the paper the other day and got kind of interested. It's pretty good stuff. I mean, it looks crazy, but it's an interesting sport. I like it. Oh, thank you, Justin. Let's see, let's move on now and talk to Kyle, KR7. HIU. Kyle, come ahead.
Hello everyone on the net. This is KR7HIU. Today, finally, the new equipment, the ICOM IC705 has arrived. Looking forward to operate in new HF band. Unfortunately, the antenna is still on the way, so I need to wait 2 or 3 days more for new operation. But it's okay, I can wait. And tomorrow, finally, the Super Bowl, ready for the Super Bowl with my friends. I hope the Seahawks win the Super Bowl. Yes, it was like easy weeks for me, and everyone have a nice rest of your day. And back to the net, KR7HIU.
KR7HIU, K7WSC. Thank you, Kyle, and congratulations on ICOM 705. It's a beautiful radio. Yes, I recall you just got your channel, right? Yeah, so you got some HF frequencies to play with. I hope I have that right. Had a lot of fun, and yeah, go Seahawks on. And I was just thinking, Justin mentioned what he's going to be making food, or if anybody wants to mention what they're baking or bringing, or what they enjoy most while watching the Seahawks, I'm curious, just for fun. And let's go down to someone who I'm sure is going to watch the game, and that is back to Jeff, 6MD. Jeff, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Bill, very much for doing the net. The reason I jumped back in the fray was you're talking about the problems with the internet, or for the what do you call it, spluttering, for spluttering. Well, what happened was, and has happened, is that the puppet system went through and had the same problem, and they went in and took a look at it, and it turns out they just don't have enough bandwidth. So they had increased the bandwidth on the pipe that's feeding their device there, and that's going to be the fix for it. And rebooting and that might help. Really, there's just too many people connected with it and chewing up the bandwidth is what it looks like. so I thought I'd bring that report here. That just came in yesterday on the pump system. And so they've upped the bandwidth, and I guess I'll keep, the system here up, report back here, and how that affects the problem, if it proved it or didn't. So there's real world tests going on right now. So back net, AB6MB.
86 MBK7WSD. Well, that's very interesting. I don't know the bandwidth constraints on this system. Jack may. I'm sure Doug, what is it, KD7DK, knows. And from talking to him, I understood that the issues we were having were related just to the fact that I think it is literally a Raspberry Pi that is handling that piece of things. It needs to be upgraded to a Raspberry Pi 5, I think. But I don't know the technical details at all. And the people who do are dealing with it. But that's interesting. The bandwidth things have never occurred to me. Thank you so much. But we're at round 2 of the PSRG social lecture tonight. My name is Bill, K7WSD. Anybody else want to talk to us before I go over to the announcements? Come ahead, call sign and name.
Kilo 7, Zulu Bravo X-ray, Joel.
Joel, we've got you, and let's have one more to round out the round. Who's that going to be? Come ahead.
K9 BDC Brooks.
K9 BDC Brooks, who may probably, being an officer of PSRG, may have a comment on this burbling internet problem. All right, let's go talk to Joel, KK7, DVX. Go ahead.
Oh, just a quick report on the SimplexNet, really cool, 4656. And I used the same antenna last week at a higher elevation, about 400 feet above my UTH, and I use it tonight. Wow, height is might, and wow, what a difference. Unfortunately, not cool tonight, so I did not get as many contacts tonight. So anyway, thank you, KK7ZBX.
KK7ZBX, thank you for reminding all of us how important height is, and for that matter, how important the antenna is. The hell with the radio. Yes, it matters so much. Thank you, Joel. And let's go over and chat with Brooks, K9 BDC.
Good evening, Bill, and everyone on the net. K9 BDC, Brooks here in Newcastle. Well, what I do know about the burbling noises is that if we were to give the server here a soft reboot, it would probably fix it, and it probably takes about a minute or two. So if it was really a big issue for the net, we'd probably take a quick break and come back when everything comes back online. But I'll look at the net control, and I don't know if Jack listens, and he might chime in as well. Anyway, let's see. So getting all ready for the big game tomorrow. I got a pork shoulder, and I got it all kind of seasoned up. Wake up early and throw it in the crock pot so that I can make some pulled pork out of that. So that's all ready to go. So I get up early so that we can cook for 8 hours and be ready for the game. Outside of that, we went to my friend's baby shower today, so that was kind of fun. Got to see a bunch of his brothers and sisters, many of whom I haven't seen in a long time. He's the oldest of 9 kids, and so remember a lot of his siblings growing up, but some of them hadn't seen in a while. So, pretty cool there. And then, let's see, what are we doing now? Megan is watching some TV. We're getting some stuff cleaned up here around the house. And then, just kind of looking forward to watching the Seahawks win tomorrow. Super Bowl is exciting. The last time the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, I had a the whole party over here as well. And so I was like, hey, they're all, you know, it only happens every so often, so we might as well have a get-together. Anyway, that's what we got going on. Thanks for doing the net for everyone. Oh, Liz Mark Megan down has an IO. She sends radio waves from the other room. Canada BBC back then.
BBC K7WSB. Well, thank you for that report and the mouth-watering idea about your pulled pork ready for tomorrow. And have everybody over. That's going to be great. And yes, we have Megan K9MLR as an IO. Thank you very much. Yeah, and Brooks Jack is, of course, listening. We've been chatting about whether it's chatting on text, whether it's worth rebooting. It seems to be getting a lot better, and then it's got a little worse. But it's doing okay. Well, good. You're listening to the 9 p.m. PSRG social net. We've gone through rounds 1 and 2, which, as you all know, is
the southwest of China is about 2
people probably know by heart by now, particularly in the winter, doesn't change that much. But you can just repeat along with me that next Saturday rather, excuse me, the Radio Club of Tacoma open house, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And of course, as Joel was just telling us about, the Simplex Net, 2 p.m. on 146.56, and so ably illustrated. It's a great way to understand more about how your equipment works, how your antenna works, and how getting enough 400 feet higher makes a real difference. So that's next Saturday, and maybe again Hamcation in Orlando next weekend, but it's obviously now. I can get your air tickets now. Next Saturday, the 14th, is our annual general meeting and election. An important meeting. If you've never attended any of those meetings, this would be a good one to choose. You can join by Zoom, and that Zoom address is, the URL is posted on our Facebook discussion page and on the main page of the PSRG website. Valentine's Day, you all know when that is. March 7th is coming up, and that is the 44th annual Mike and Key Electronics Show and Swap Meet down in Puyallup. That is a big swap meet event up here in this area, the Puget Sound area. If you've never been, it's quite a treat. There are a heck of a lot of people there, and a heck of a lot of equipment. Piles of it. Daylight savings time is coming up 8, and the other one to be thinking about for the spring, this Saturday, March 9th, is the Stanley Camino Flea Market and Hampstead. Another nice flea market, a little smaller, but a lot of fun. And if you're in the if you're in the Seattle area, you get to have a very pretty drive up so that takes care of the announcement. You're listening to the 9 p.m. Social Net, 7 with Foxtrot Grotto, and we're going to press ahead right now. As soon as I turn the page of my notebook, we are going to launch into round 3. Come ahead, call sign and name.
Little Juliet 7, Juliet X-Ray Mike, Robert with...
The weather here is cloudy and so back to you.
Robert and Tammy, thank you, and particularly to Robert who gave his call sign so slow, I actually got the page turned. Thank you very much, Robert. Who's next?
Yes, it's very cold. Hung on. Let's go to the side in the U.S.
Well, while those hordes of people who are listening in on the internet and making our internet burble, despite whether or not to press the push the talk button, let's go back and talk to Robert, KJ7JXM. Come ahead.
Using our phone, DM33, and using the...
Well, good evening to the net. This is KJ7JXM, Robert, and, well, I gotta say, the only reason I'm still awake right now is because of music.
decided to start grabbing our records and cataloging them on the website that we've got signed up with. And as she pulls the record up, I pull the record up on Spotify and give myself an audible understanding of what that record has on it. And has been a lot of fun because there's some of these that I did not even realize were the people that I thought they were, which is pretty cool. And then there's some odd ones like John Travolta. Did not realize he had records and albums out there. But when you know it, he's a musician and an actor. But and I think he's a producer now too. But anyway, having a whole lot of fun with that. It's been quite the musical experience because there's everything from hypertrack to Elton John to Rhythmic to you name it, we've got it. So it's a lot of fun going on right now. And then one of my favorite ones that we kind of talked through again was I found the Eagles Hotel California album, the 1976 pressing. It has the 1976 plaque that goes with it from the show that it was at. And it's got a poster in it as well. And it's in mint condition. We paid a pretty penny for it at one of the thrift stores that we went to. Or vintage stores that we went to. Up in Bellingham, but yeah, I saw that and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's one of my favorite albums. I didn't get it. I think we paid $30 for that album, but it's in mint condition. It's got the laminated cards, the trip they were at. So it's kind of like a cool little kit. For $30, I don't think you can ever find anything near that kind of quality with everything included in it and everything mint. I think it's the biggest store. We got the ACDC back black album. And I was it was more Candy the Terror from Australia. She didn't know that they came from Australia. I know it's not her genre, but it's my favorite band, so thank you very much for the talk to us. Anyway, a great evening. I know it's not weekend music. It's the only reason I'm awake right now because it gets my blood going. So there you go. Having fun with it, and we are still looking forward to tomorrow. And I think I'm going to sleep in because I already got my desserts ready for tomorrow. We've got more KTLs than realizes they had. Anyway, I'll let Jamie talk about some of that because he's coming up next. Thanks for you, my friends. Very much appreciate you and hope you are having a great evening. And for everyone that's not paying attention tomorrow, go Hawks! KJ7JXM. Clear, back to you, my friend.
I think everyone's paying attention. Everybody in the Northwest is paying attention, I suspect. Well, that's great. And I'm impressed with that Eagles album. The condition, $30. That's pretty cool. Actually, I'm going to have Kemi can answer a question I would ask you, but I'm just wondering, now when you munch an album and it's mint, does anybody put a needle to that record, or you just sit there and feel warm inside since you have it? So, Cammy, tell us about that and tell us how your day has gone. KJ7RAB. Go ahead.
Well, Bill and everyone out there on the net, you're KJ7RAB. Yeah, I'm impressed that he's still awake, too. I've been wanting to catalog these records for some time, and we've got a bunch of them, too. Sorry, he was getting the look, walking towards the Mogwai. I don't want to have any sort of here this evening. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We have a lot of records, probably not as many as some of the collectors out there, but we've gotten a few, and I expect a couple more today at the Arlington Kickers. And you were asking, do we...
Damn it, Buford! What time is it?
On the record, I think. I've got a couple that are signed by the artist. I might not play those.
Ooh!
For example, we saw the back...
Got 20 views.
Here, and I got an album signed by them. We saw Tom Bailey last year, the year before, got a record signed by him, so I probably won't play that one. The signed ones generally go in a frame on the wall. But all of these other ones, yeah, we're absolutely going to play. And we have the little
like
UFO record
lines
players that we take camping with us. So we even take vinyl out camping. So we got to pick some good ones to take out to Raleigh so we can play records at the campsite. I love the K-Tel records. I miss K-Tel from when I was a kid. I got some Henry Mancini records. I got some Glenn Miller records today. And some others that I didn't know what they were. The album covers were too good to mess up. And for $2 the record, you can't beat that. Thanks so much for hosting. Thanks for getting us in, Bill Hawks, and can't wait for the Super Bowl at Canada tomorrow. KJ7 on RAB back to control.
KJ7 RAB, K7WFT. Well, thank you, Kenny, and you sort of answered the question about whether you play them. If they're really special, you don't. And I must say I'm impressed with the range of the stuff you have. All of the 80s and 90s stuff, and then you have Henry Mancini and Glenn Miller in it too. So that's also Omega, certainly. That's great. So you're listening to the 9 p.m. ESRG social at my name's Bill, P7WFC. We're at round 3. You want the class? Give me your call sign and your name.
They're on the tactical channel?
Victor Bravo Yankee from Italy.
Well, things are pretty quiet out there. I guess people are going to bed early, so they have plenty of energy at 3:30 tomorrow when something's going to happen. Or else they're cooking. Maybe they're prepping their pork shoulder, perhaps, something like that. But I'm not hearing much, so I'm going to make this the final call. Final call for the 9 p.m. PSRG Social Net. Final call. Come ahead. Call sign and name.
Let me see if this other, this
For
radio...
Golf 1 November, Yankee Sarah, 431 NYS. Continue it.
Very good.
This radio is super easy to program, which I kind of like.
But...
But...
Hello, Mike 7, Echo Hotel, Chris.
I don't feel like it works
Chris,
right.
we've got you. Who's next?
Who's next? Who's next? Let me see if this one works better. The K-Sun radio
Last call. Anybody
was
else
really
for
hard
the
to
9 p.m. PSRG Social
key
Net?
up
Come ahead.
from far away. This radio.
Okay, let's go to the Philippines and talk to 4G1 NYS. Stephen, how are you this evening?
Stephen!
Alrighty, thank you very much for control. This is 4 Golf 1 November Yankee Sarah. My name is Stephen from here in the Philippines. It's Sunday afternoon here, 10 minutes before 2. Just coming up and supporting the Puget Sound Repeater Net in this Super Bowl Eve. If we could call this Super Bowl Eve, because you're going to be preparing with a lot of screaming out there for the Seahawks, and of course, everybody else doesn't know who is rooting for, maybe the Seahawks or the Pats. Anyway, just coming up and supporting the PSRG net, and quite overcast here with a little bit of rain. Back to the control, 41 and way I'm sending it back to the control.
4G1 NYS, thank you, Stephen, and thank you for thinking of us all the way out in the Philippines. Glad to know the excitement has crossed the Pacific Ocean and is infecting the Philippines with interest and glee, I hope. Now, let's see. I think it's going to be the middle of the night when the game starts, so yeah, put it on put it on record. Thank you so much, Stephen. And to close us out tonight, we're going to talk to KM7E. Chris, come ahead.
Hello, this is KM7.
Hello.
Chris. I wanted to hop on tonight's net because today is my first day of having a ham radio license. I
Awesome.
don't have much to say other than I'm excited to be part of the local community and very excited to hear people dialing in from all over the world. Back to the net. Thank you.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, that's wonderful. Welcome to the hobby. I'm so thrilled for you. Hey, I have an important question. Is this the very first contact you've made on amateur radio?
Yes, that is correct. This is my first contact on amateur radio, KM7EEH.
KM7EEH. Well, you have a surprise coming for you. There's a little certificate I'll be sending in the mail that will just commemorate this very moment. I'm noting the time down, 9:52 p.m. And you'll have something to put up on your wall for a while until you say, that's all. But for a moment, it'll be a thrill. Just as thrilling as making your first contact. You sound great, by the way. Sounds very good. Thanks so much, and you're closing us out tonight. Now that you know where we are, come back. You may or may not know we have three social nets every day, 365 days a year. They're at 9 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m. So now that you know where we are, come back and visit. Love to hear you. Okay, thanks to all of you for joining me for the February 7th PSRG 9 p.m. social net. We'd like to thank the Puget Sound Repeater Group for the use of this repeater. For more information about the group, please check out our website at psrg.org. The PSRG has been hosting daily nets for over 30 years. The nets are a great opportunity to test your equipment. Remember, if you don't test your equipment, we can't hear you. We'll now be returning the repeater to normal operation. This is Bill, Kilo 7, Whiskey Foxtrot Bravo, signing off at 9:54 p.m. Good night and good luck.
KR7 HIU, KR7 HIU, W708.
I have to move all this stuff on us.
W708 clear.
Watch out. No, I don't want you over there, dude. Please, stop.
Alright guys, we're glad and clear. I just missed your call time in the beginning there. Feel like a two, probably pop a whiskey.
Yeah, Roger there, Vincent. No worries at all. Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Papa Whiskey. This is VK4GCR. Transmitting out of the Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. And excellent copy from you, no problem at all. Running a red of the RC3S
Stop touching stuff.
into a hotspot, MNVVM hotspot. Pleasure to make contact with you there, Vincent. Back to you.
Yeah, I just installed a repeater over at QTH, Motorola XPR 8400. Running with a Motorola R7 HT. Seems to be pretty well. I'm just going to log a contact with you over on the QRZ. Back to you.
There is so much crap
Yeah, Roger there, Vincent. No worries. No, it sounds perfect actually, the new repeater. Really, really good. Yeah, it really goes well when a project comes to fruition like it has done there. As I said, I'm just using a hotspot. I'm a little bit too far away from the local repeater, so I can't quite get in. But hotspot works all right for me. But good on the new repeater there, Vincent. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was dabbling around whether I wanted to go with a hotspot or a repeater. I figured for myself, I just throw a repeater up and then it gives me a little bit more range while I'm outside and travel around town.
Over the rainbow!
What?
What? God damn it, watch out, dude. Oh, you're gonna break stuff, dude.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, August, how about you shut up?
If you've got a local repeater, if you can do that, it gives you a little bit more range. I've got a All-Star node hotspot here. I cheat a little bit because I live up on a hill.
but it covers most of the Gold Coast area here. The Gold Coast, if you're not familiar with it, it's a population around about 700,000. So it's a reasonable size, just under 1 million. And because of my height, the hotspot covers most of that area. The hotspot's only about 400 milliwatt, but I dare say your repeater will be a lot stronger than that there, Vincent. Back to you.
Yeah, right now this repeater is now pushing 47 watts before the duplexer. After the duplexer got a little bit of a loss, going to a very, very minimal gain antenna. It's a 4-element dipole. Back to you.
Yeah, roger there, Vincent. Well, it's working quite well into them anyway. Obviously, I can't take the ones, so I'll have to get quite a distance with that one. That's for sure. All right, Vincent. Thank you.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta India X-ray. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta India X-ray. This is 55, called Chili Tango. This is Foxtrot 8, Delta India X-ray. We'll see if this works now. I was having troubles earlier. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta India X-ray, W5 CGT. I'll copy you now, Matt. Loud and clear. A bit low, but I can copy you fine. The name here is Gene Golf Echo Number 2. QTH is Dallas in Texas. Called you before, but got stepped over. I can copy you now. Local time is 12:01 a.m. here in Dallas. Using an old TYT handheld and a homemade hotspot here, a 5-star one. You're coming in loud and clear. Fine, my friend. Back to Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta India X-ray. This is 55 from Chili Tango. Whiskey 5 Golf Juliet Tango. Golf Foxtrot 8, Delta India X-ray. Yep, hearing you good up here in Ohio. It's a little after 1 a.m. Talking on a Motorola XPR 6550 on the local repeater. So, thank you for calling out. I will log you on QRZ. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta India X-ray, W5 CGT. QSL Matt here. Motorola is doing a good job. Okay, my friend, looks like it's our first contact. Collecting some golden stars to the 260 award here. I would appreciate if you can confirm this on QRZ. Thank you for the shot, QSL. My best regards to you and your family. I wish you happy, healthy, and prosperous 2026 and hope to meet you down the line, my friend. I'll be clear on your final. Back to Kilo Foxtrot, Alpha India X-ray. This is Whiskey 5 for all three. Thank you for the final. 73 Max. Take care. Bye-bye.
Whiskey 5 Golf Juliet Tango. Kilo. Thank you for the call. Have a good night. Yeah.
Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey. Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey. This is 55 for Chili Tango. Vincent, are you there for short case?
This is Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey. Go ahead. Last call. I did not get your call. I apologize.
Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey. This is Whiskey 5 Golf Chili Tango. Whiskey 5 Golf Chili Tango. The name here is Gene Golf Echo Normal Echo. QTH is Dallas in Texas. I don't think I've spoken to you before. I'm adding you to my QR logbook. Would appreciate if you can confirm it on QR. Missing here an old TYTMD 380 handheld and a homemade MMTDM 5-star hotspot. You're coming in loud and clear. 5-9 into Dallas, Texas with no packet loss, my friend. Back to Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey. This is Whiskey 5 called Chili Tango.
Yes, I'm happy to hear that. I got a good 5-9 signal going through. Like I was just telling to the other gentleman, Ralph, a few minutes ago, this is a new setup I set up today. It's a XPR 8400 going through a flat pack duplexer with a 4-element dipole antenna running 47 watts. Just installed at the CPH.
Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey W5 CSL Vincent. The setup is working as expected. Good job on that, my friend. Lovely. It's warming up here. Right now it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, Vincent, we'll keep it short. Nice talking to you. I'm adding you to my QR logbook and I'm waiting for the golden star from you. My best regards to you and your family. I wish you a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2026 and hope to meet you down the line, my friend. I'll be clear on your final. Back to Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey. This is Whiskey 5 called Chili Tango for the final 7-3 Vincent. Take care. Bye-bye.
Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey. Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa W from Italy, November 3 Golf India Delta. Do you copy? Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey from Italy, November 3 Golf Italy David. Do you copy?
This is Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey. There was two people coming in stepping on each other. I apologize.
Sir, Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa W. This is Italy, November 3 Golf India Delta. Your audio 5 in Northeast Italy. My best to you, Vincent.
Yes, Kilo Echo 2 Charlie Papa Whiskey. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing your call sign. You said November 3 GID?
Sir, no problem, Vincent. I repeat again. The call sign, the call is Italy, November 3, Golf, Italy, David. It is the correct call sign. And the name is Santino, Sierra Alpha, Nancy, Tango, India, November, Oscar, and QTH is Northeast Italy. Your audio is 5 in Northeast Italy, audio clear. Nice day to you, Vincent. Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Papa W, I am 3, Golf, Italy, David.
All right. Italy, November 3, Golf, India, Delta. I got you now. I just added you to the QRZ. I just added the QSO. You're coming in 5-9. Beautiful signal. Beautiful.
QSL, Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Papa W, and 3, Golf, India, Delta. Thank you. Is appreciated if you confirm in QRZ log 70 centimeter, DMR, Delta Mike Radio, it is in the log, in my log in this moment. Thank you for contact and good luck, good Sunday. Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Papa W, I am 3, Golf, Italy, David.
Hello, Echo 2, Delta Sierra Bravo. KE2 DSB. How copy? Kilo Echo 2, Delta Sierra Bravo.
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Papa Whiskey. This is Whiskey 5 call Chili Tango. Vincent, if you are listening, please log the contact as 20 centimeter, 70 centimeter DMR. Please keep the band as 70 centimeters and the mode as DMR. Looks like you're logging it as 20 meter SSP, which will not work for this time. Okay, back to Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Papa Whiskey, if you are listening. This is Whiskey 5 call Chili Tango.
I'm in the process of trying to fix it right now. I apologize. Just still beginning with the actual logs. I haven't done the logs.
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Papa Whiskey, W5 GTT. QSL Vincent. Thank you. This is Whiskey 5 call Chili Tango, clear with Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Papa Whiskey, and listening. 73, bye-bye.
Kilo Echo 2, Delta Sierra Bravo.
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Papa Whiskey. Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Papa Whiskey. Attention, is no 20 meter, no SSB. Sorry, is not correct. Please, 70 centimeter, please, 70 centimeter DNR. Attention, Vincent, QSL.
I'm fixing it for you right now.
QSL, thank you, Vincent. Thank you. Good luck.
Kilo Echo 2, Delta Sierra Bravo.
Kilo Echo 2 Delta Sierra Bravo. Kilo Echo 2 Delta Sierra Bravo. Kilo Echo 2 Delta Sierra Bravo. Kilo Echo 2 Delta Sierra Bravo. Kilo Echo 2 Delta Sierra Bravo. Radio check, radio check, radio check. Anybody listening? It's a new radio.
Kilo Echo 2 Delta Sierra Bravo. You're coming in loud and clear with no packet loss. Good audio, my friend. Back to Kilo Echo 2 Delta Sierra Bravo. This is Whiskey 5 South Chile. Thank you.
Andy, for that audio report, it's a brand new red pill RT4D. I sent one today, and a second Pi Star, different Pi Star, different radio, and it's using it for the first time. How copy? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, test.
Kilo Echo 2 Delta Sierra Bravo, W5 GGT. Last over, you had some background noise. Last over, but I was able to copy you. Whiskey 5, back to Kilo Echo 2 Delta Sierra Bravo, Whiskey 5, South Chile. Thank you.
My mic gain, good or no good? Mic gain.
Kilo Echo 2 Delta Sierra Bravo, it's a bit hot. You can keep it down. You can lower it a bit. You have some background noise. You can keep the mic gain a bit low.
US, Kilo Echo 2, Delta Sierra Bravo, W5, GJT. How copy now?
Hello, Kutu Delta Sierra Bravo, W5 GTT. It's still not good, my friends. You have some background noise, some sort of oscillating noise. Back to Kilo Kutu Delta Sierra Bravo, W5 GTT.
Whiskey Yankee 35. Whiskey Yankee 35. This is Yankee Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor calling you from Indonesia. Are you still listening there, over?
Whiskey Yankee 3 Lima. Yeah, you're 5'9" here. How are you?
Roger, thanks a lot. Whiskey Yankee 3 Lima. This is Yankee Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor for you responding my calling. You are calling. You are coming very good, loud and clear. Good evening, sir. Whiskey Yankee 3 Lima Yankee Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor, over.
YC0 BTV. Sure. I didn't quite get your location. WY3.
Roger. Yes, this is Yankee Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor from Jakarta, Indonesia. My name Bambang. For local time now at 1:20 p.m. The weather now is rainy because of the rainy season in my city in this month. For the at 28 Celsius degree. Whiskey Yankee 3 Lima Yankee Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor, back to you, over.
Okay, yes, Indonesia, right at that time, yeah. So I'll put you in the logbook, WY3.
Roger. Thank you so much, Chris. Whiskey Yankee 3 Lima Yankee Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor for your response and short KSO. Nice to meet you and nice to talk to you in this talk group. I hope that you confirm me my KRZ. I will be appreciated if you confirm me my KRZ. I will send a request to you for a logbook my KRZ right now. Thank you so much, Chris. Wish you all the best for you and your family in there. Whiskey Yankee 3 Lima Yankee Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor. Clear install group. Good evening. 70. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Baba. WY3. Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor. This is Whiskey Oscar 4 India. Do you copy?
Roger. Bradley. Whiskey Oscar 4 India. This is Yankee Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor from Indonesia. You are coming very good, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yankee Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor. This is a brand new radio. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and it is about -3 Celsius here. So on an any tone, 890.
Roger. Whiskey Oscar Alpha India Yankee Charlie Zero Bravo Papa Victor. Yes, copy that. Bradley. For local time for your report now at 1:23 p.m. The weather now is rainy season because of rainy season in my city now in this month. For temperature at 28 Celsius degree. Whiskey Oscar 4, India. This is Yankee Tower 0, Bravo, Papa, Peter. Back to you, over. Whiskey Oscar 4, India. Thank you for your reply, Bang Bang, and I'll be clear. 73 to you. Roger, Roger. Thank you so much, Bradley. Whiskey Oscar 4, India. Yankee Tower 0, Bravo, Papa, Peter, for your response and your calling. And nice to talk, KSO with you. Nice to meet you, and nice to talk to you in this whole group. I hope that you confirm me my KRG. I will be appreciated for that. Thank you so much. I will logbook right now for KRG account. Wish you all the best for you, Midray. Whiskey Oscar Alpha for India. Yankee Tower 0, Bravo, Papa, Victor, clear in install group. Thank you so much. Good evening, 7-3. Bye-bye.
This is Zulu Lima 1 Foxtrot Sierra. Just looking for a radio check. Over. Zulu Lima 1 Foxtrot Sierra. This is W5 CJT. You're coming in loud and clear to audio 5-9 with no packet loss, my friend. Back to Zulu Lima 1 Foxtrot Sierra. This is Whiskey 5 Golf Chile Tango.
G3, that I try in England.
The whiskey.
G3, that I try.
There's lots of sirens outside. Damn.